G'day and welcome back to Duckzilla Gaming and Southern Cross Station. That's right, we are back in Australia. We are back here in the warmth of March, which is the first day of March, and we are back to schedule in getting everything ready for our next row of crops or cycle of crops. So being 1st of March, we can start planting some crops ready for the next cycle, like I said. So we're going to have a look and see what we've got to do and go from there. Just a bit of a recap. So let me have a look. So grass. So a grass field first, we'll look at that. So CP2 and this area down here we're going to extend. That's their CP1, this field 20, little area here through the silos, and that's all the grass we've got to do. Now, if we have a look at that, that is all ready to harvest. So we've got grass ready to go, which is good. Okay. Back one step. All right. Let's have a look and see what else is ready to harvest. There's nothing else ready to harvest. What is growing? So our new fields we bought, which is 27, 28, they're growing. Our fields here, what's that? 14 and 13, they're growing. 25, 24 we need to seed. 19 is growing. Field 1, 10. Field 18 over here, which we've bought recently, is growing. Field 17 needs to be seeded. Field 16 is got a crop in it. We're waiting for that. Fields 12 and 7, which have just recently been ploughed and de-stoned, need to be seeded. Field 4 needs to be seeded. And all the other fields we've got are planted and ready to go, which we're waiting for them to come into harvest. So we need to decide what we're going to plant. So we've got 4 fields. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 that need to be seeded. Right, let's go and have a look and see what we're going to plant. So our choices at the moment are oats, sunflowers, potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane, cotton, grapes. We're not going to worry about grapes or olives, or grass or poplar. All right. So, I think I'm over the cotton for the moment. We've done a couple of rotations of cotton. We could do some potatoes. I think we should do some potatoes at least. And I think what we'll do is we might put the potatoes in field 24. Maybe 24 and field 17 will be potatoes. In the other 2 fields, I think we'll put in... I think we'll put sunflowers in both those other fields. Oh, right. So, sunflowers for these 2 fields, potatoes and potatoes. All right, that's what we're going to do. So there you go. So we've got to plant. Well, I think. We'll see if that changes. Now, what we need to do is we need to go over and find our equipment that we're going to plant with. So I'll run over here. And we're heading to the main farm. Now, we've got our seeders here ready to go. I've just, all we did was we filled them up with seed and fertilizer. And in doing so, I then found I had to move this again, our all-in-one purchasing area, because it was in here, but it made it very tight and difficult to get through here and open it up and get it going. So, all right, what we need first, I need a tractor. All right, let's go grab a tractor. And he passed this. I'm going to grab one of the, what is it, 9600s? This guy here. 9630. Geez, look, I'm even starting to know John Deere numbers. Oh, Jesus. Right, let's go. What's the world coming to, they say. All right. So we'll take him out and we'll see what we can plant with those seed hawks. Make sure we can plant the crops we need to, and then we'll head on out and just get started. I'm going to put my time up where it should be, and we're good to go now. Right. I hope everyone is doing well. We're doing well here and just enjoying getting back into the swing of things. Come through here, I'm going to grab this one on the right hand side. And right. Now, what can we see? not everything. So that's fine. So we need a potato seeder. Because as you can see, they can't do potato. So we can't even do sunflower with them. Alright, so that's a bit of a waste. Although, what I should do is I should also have a look and see what products we've got before I make my decision final. Wheat, barley, oat, canola. I haven't got anything in the way of canola. I haven't got sunflowers, I haven't got canola. Alright, so maybe. Although canola, we've got some fields planted for canola, so that's okay. We'll be okay for that. So sunflowers. No, definitely sunflowers. Definitely sunflowers. All right, so what have we got in the way of seeders? Let's have a look. Because I haven't got a lot of money to go out and buy new seeders and planters. There we go. We've got the John Deere 1775. All right, so you will do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will take this guy still. 1775, I think, was just over there. Yeah, there it is, over the other side. So we'll go grab that, and we'll head off and start at least one of the fields with sunflowers, and then we'll sort out our potato seeding, because we've only got probably the one seeder at the moment. We'll do the sunflowers, so that means he'll be busy doing the two biggest fields. Two biggest fields we've got ready for sowing at the moment. Right, there you go. He's already pretty much full of seed. So I'm going to take him out and get him started. He will need to be refilled most likely for the big field. But we'll get him out there anyway. Get him on the job. So we'll head on out here, get this field going, and then we'll, like I said, we'll switch over and get some other stuff done. We'll get the grass mowed as well, as soon as we can. So we'll get into there and we'll get some baling going. Okay. Here we are. I'm not even going to bother unfolding. I'm going to let him do that once we've set up the course, because undoubtedly, no matter what we do, he'll drive a little bit. He'll fold up, drive a little bit, then and then unfold. So we'll go into here. Number of headlands, 2 headlands. We'll do smooth will be fine. I'm going to start in the center. Generate the fieldwork course. That will be fine. And we'll start the job. And off he goes. All right, we can turn that off. That was interesting. It just alt-tabbed out on its own accord. Anyway, all right. Just going to let him continue on with that. So we're going to go off. We're going to grab another tractor and see what we've got in the way of seeding. Right, so this guy will do. We'll bring him out. And we'll just see what we've got in the shed. We do have a smaller planter there that may... Is it one of the horse ones, I think, maybe? That we could probably do potatoes with. We'll have a look. This guy here. Day. No? Right, so we definitely need to get a new seeder. Okay. Let's go and have a look at seeders. Let's go and have a look and see if there's anything on special first off. Vermeer, windrower. No, nothing there. Right. Typical. There's nothing there when we want it. let's have a look. Well, actually, I think, have I got a modded piece of equipment that'll do potatoes? Because I was going to have to go, you will do it. So will you. You're 12 meters. You're 6 meters. Right. So I'm going to get double the throughput with this straight away. Now, 165,000. We'll go the one extension, will we? Yeah, why not? 25 kilometers an hour. That's default. That's fine. That'll do. Let's just get that. We'll buy that. Okay. All right, let's go and collect that from the shop, and we'll go and get some potatoes done. So that was 170,000 for that. All up. That's okay. She's filling a gap that we didn't have, a gap that we had. So, and one we didn't really realise we had. But that's okay. We'll get that plugged. And then once we've got that piece of equipment, then we know we're okay going forward. We've got everything we need to continue cycling through our crops. Now, I just didn't want to buy the grimy potato seeder. It's like about 2 inches wide, and it's going to take an eon, especially if you put on any of the medium to larger fields on this map particularly. But anyway, so we've used modded equipment all the time, so there's no change there. So it's okay. Out the main road and heading into the shop. So I hope everyone's doing well. We have recently looked, I can't remember if it was Ronald or B9 Bot, one of the guys mentioned to me about there's a Western Australia 16 times. So it's an extension of the Western Australia map. Now, there was a re-release of the Western Australia map a little while back, and I had a look at it. I didn't like it. I'll just be brutally honest. Didn't like it at all. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as the original version that was on, what, 19 or 17? 19. And there was just things about it that just weren't right. Anyway, so there's been this new release now of, and I don't know who's done it, the same guy or whatever that brought the other one back. Anyway, it's a 16 times version, and actually it's not too bad. I don't mind it. I've actually started setting up my farm and stuff like that, and it's quite possible that series will come. Well, that will come as a series in the near-ish future. Now, I say possible because I'm not 100% committed to it, because it is going to be a go big or go home type series. It's going to require, I mean, like for the moment, just in setting up, I've got a minimum of 6 combine harvesters with the largest honeybee header available. Well, that's what they're using as default. I've got 9 large tractors, so effectively tractors are the same size as this in capacity. So it will be starting out with a huge deficit in money. I'm going to have a $10 million loan, effectively, and it will be a bit of a combination of possibly some time lapse to cover off, like as we're doing some harvesting and stuff like that, we may time lapse some of it, just because the fact that it just will take so long. So that's possible from here. Now, I need your interaction. I need you to let me know down in the comments down below if you would be interested in such a series. So another Australian map, no real restrictions to it. It'll be done with seasonal growth, and it would be a go big or go home. So a $10 million loan, all new equipment, fully kitted out, well, as best we can. And yeah, we go big or go home. So let me know. Sound off in the comments down below, and and let me know what you think. Because if you guys don't seem to be that interested in it, I probably won't do it because it's going to be a lot of work. And along with everything else I've got going on at the moment, I'm not so sure that I'll be able to do it. So, over to you guys. Oh. So that's the fert. So I get the seed. Can't even pass the trigger there. Where was it? There. Alright, there we go. Right, he's now seeded. So what we need to do is we need to make sure he's set the potato. There he is now. And we might as well go over to the far field and get that going. So let's go over and start on our potato seeding. Now this is the new field we bought, or a relatively new field we bought. And we haven't been over to it yet. We haven't even visited it yet. So we have to work out how to get there to start with. Great. While we're still here and we're still in the early parts of the video, don't forget to like the episode or dislike it either way. But liking is preferable. It really does help out the channel. And also don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. Right, I'm just going to have a look here and see. We're going over here. It may be easier to cut. Yeah, so down through this way. So yeah, help us out with that. We're on the road to 5,000 subs. We've got about 700 to go. So we're getting there. But you can help us out by subscribing. It's free. Content is free. Our likes are free. Anyway, that's enough from me. Right, now I didn't check. What I should have checked to see if this field needs to be limed and de-stoned. I haven't checked either, really. I've just made an assumption. Yeah, we'll just do it anyway. We'll take the hit on extra maintenance if we need to. Looks like it might have been limed. We did buy the field when it was in a non-planted state, so maybe it's in a state in preparation for seeding. Although I reckon it's full of stones, to be honest. Here we are. This is it. All right. Well, let's just set up a course play course here, and then we'll go off and do some mowing, and we'll just see how this ends up going. So let's go into here. Whoops. Create the job. Helps if I do that first. Right, I'm going to pick the field. Number of headlands 2 sharp. No, I'm going to do round. I'll start on the headland for this field and we'll generate that. Tickety boo. And we're going to go first waypoint and we're going to start. I just want to see how the field, let's say the field is after he starts planting. So this is the field he's got, so it goes all the way up there and then comes down to the bottom here. Planting potatoes, check. Yeah, look, there's a fair bit of stones there. We should have come over and de-stoned it first. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just let it go. All right, he's gonna continue on with that, and that's all good. So what we need to do now is we need to go and look at getting rid of some grass. So here he is. Now, this is not my newer version of the Cougar. This is not the DZG version, which our good friend John gave to us. But we haven't got the money to swap it over because he's going to cost me more money to swap it over. I'm just going to come out that way. We'll get caught up on the door and the trees. And There you go, so we'll just do it that way. Right. Yeah, so we're not going to update it at the moment, so we're just going to use this for... That's okay. Oh, get rid of that. Let's get rid of my... Why won't it change my work mode? Now, I don't want to do swap dropping either. So, but I just can't get the key. There we go. Widespread. There we go. That's right. And there we go. So we'll get rid of that. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? There we go. Just wanted to... Right. I was going to be driving backwards. Now we can go. Alright, so we'll get some grass mowed, and then we'll come over and we'll collect it all up and bale it, and then take it over for storage for use for the silage fermenter and the grass dryer. We've got to re-sow the grass all through here where we've mowed it previously when we were setting all this up. It hasn't got the grass texture under it, so it doesn't regrow like it should. Mix it up later. I keep meaning to come back and remove this tree. It's out in the middle here, but I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really get in our way too much, so it's not too bad. Now, I don't think I didn't decide what I was going to put on field 4, did I actually? So, could have had one of the other seeders out there working on that at the moment, but field 4, I might put barley in field 4, which is the one that's just directly to our right now. I think we might do that. So it'll be some barley we'll put in there. We might just do that in the next episode. We'll come back and we'll get that seed fielded as well. Seed fielded. That field seeded. Oh, well, it's going to be one of them days. Oh, did I leave that? Oh, almost left that too late to turn. I mean, this has good turning capacity, but it was almost a bit too late. In fact, I don't know if I'm in 4-wheel drive mode at the moment either. 4-wheel steering, I mean. I'm not. I'm sure it was control Y, but it doesn't seem to be working. Doesn't matter. We'll continue. I'll worry about that later. There we go. That tree... Sure, I removed that before, but anyway, a bit close to where we're going, but because we're not on a course play course, it doesn't really matter. We can manually make sure we miss it, so it's not a problem. we'll finish this header off and then we'll have a look and see how our seeders are going. Oh, actually, only one of them's running. Why? Why? What's going on? I would assume then that this guy's got caught up on the corner. Looking at that. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's decided that he's finished. For whatever reason. Because he can't take that turn. Is that right? In fact, he's not taking any commands whatsoever. What's going on? Something very weird is happening with my PC at the moment. Right, I've got manual control back again. That's fine. So we'll unfold. Oh, that's because he's out of potatoes. Nothing else. Now my sound's come back. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you didn't lose sound. It didn't look like you did, but anyway. Alright, so I need to reseed this and then come back, which we'll do in between the next two videos. So at the end of the video, I'll go back and I'll reseed him and then we'll go from there. In the meantime, while I'm having audio issues as well, I'll just continue on with this grass mowing. And we'll go from there. So I don't know what's happening, but my audio in my headphones is stopping and starting, but in OBS it's showing it's still there. So if you're losing game sound, then I apologise. I will have a look at that before I do the next recording, but it's something a little bit weird. So it seems to be okay again at the moment, but I just don't know. I'll have to have a bit of a look-see and see what's going on. Each day differs with this PC and my recording here. It's bizarre, actually. Very annoying. Right, it's just going to come through here. We'll finish all this off. And that will probably be close to it for the end of the episode anyway, because we're at 28 minutes, so that's pretty much what we're going to. I'll try and work out why this isn't working with four-wheel steering as well. Lots of little issues. Alright, like I said before, let us know in relation to the Western Australia map. Do you want to see a Go Big and Go Home, Go Big or Go Home series based on the Western Australia map? It will be in a replacement of one of the other series. Which series, I don't know yet. I'm enjoying all of them. That's the problem. Definitely won't be replacing Ebony Isle because that's the newest of our series and we're only just started on that. Will it replace Southern Cross? Maybe, because we are sort of at the point where we almost own all the fields here anyway. Maybe this might be the first to go, or will it be Hort Belleron or Elm Creek? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm going to have to determine which one I like the least out of all of them, but I do enjoy playing all of them. So they've all got their own intricacies, and I'm enjoying all of them at the moment. So anyway, we'll see. It won't be any time probably in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks either. So we'll be a little bit away, but it'll take some planning, and I will have to do some recording well in advance because it's going to take a lot longer per episode, more than likely, for that. Now, rest assured, what I've already done as a solo play as well, I will redo. We'll actually do a whole episode on setting up, purchasing, and all that sort of stuff. So don't worry about that. We'll cover that off as well. I'm not going to use what I'm setting up now. That's just basically a test bed for what I'm going to do. It will be light on production, so it will be back to sort of traditional gameplay that you've seen on this channel, certainly, with little production and just general farming. Maybe not even much in the way of animal work, because I don't know if we're going to put animals on that map as well. So, or if it's compatible with animals for that matter, to be honest. certainly the original version had no animals, but things have changed a bit since then, so it's okay. So yeah, so let me know in the comments down below. It's up to you guys as to whether or not we look at doing that series, and if you'd be interested, then let me know. So we'll see. I'm not going to do like some of the idiots on Facebook. If you think you're an idiot because of this, then that's fine. That put out the with 5,000 likes, I'll release a mod, or I'll do this or do that. I'm not going to do that. Whoever comments and helps to guide my decision, well, so be it. If you don't comment, then you can't complain about what we do or don't do. So if we don't end up doing it and you really wanted it to happen, then if you haven't commented, well, that's your problem, not mine. Right, so anyway, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think we should do in relation to that. Also, let me know what you think of this series, all that sort of stuff, and also let me know which series you think we should finish first. I have a feeling I know what most answers are going to be, but that's contrary to what I enjoy playing the most. So anyway, that's okay. All right. Well, apart from that, we'll sign off here, like I said, and we'll try and rectify a couple of these little problems we've got at the moment. And in the next episode, we'll return probably the same game day. And we'll continue on with our seeding and mowing, which is the big jobs of the day at the moment. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to press that like button as well. That really helps us out. I'd love to get to, say, 25 likes for this episode. But I know that won't happen. But hey, that's just the way it is. Don't forget also that you can subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon. We are on the road to 5,000 subs. We're getting closer, so you can help us out by subscribing to the channel as well. It doesn't cost you a thing, and hopefully you get some light-hearted entertainment. The other thing is, don't forget to come and join us on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details are down below in the description. And of course, apart from anything else, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Southern Cross Station. See you later. Bye.